About a month ago, camp started. Everybody was kind of just getting their legs underneath them and starting to build that culture. How do you feel now about a month in?
It's been good. It's been a really competitive camp, and kind of a lot of the young guys have come in shape and kind of ready to battle for a roster spot. So it's been competitive. It's been fun too. Just being back with all the guys. Nothing beats being in that locker room.
Mike Hazen talked about that. He said the internal competition and how it's good. So for someone like you who's a returnee, what does that bring out of you when you see everybody competing with one another?
Yeah, just makes you want to go harder, and that's kind of the point of camp, is putting it all out there, because at the end of the day, no one has a secured roster spot going into the season, right? So when you see guys battling and see how hard they work away from the field to come in and battle for a roster spot, it makes you want to go that much harder.
How have these scrimmages been so far? Obviously successful in the win column, but what are some things you're seeing that you like? What are some things that you guys are still trying to work on?
Yeah, there's a lot of positive things on both sides of the ball right now. I mean, on offense, it's a lot of, Fieldsy was out for the first couple of weeks, but it's getting him back in the lineup, getting everyone's chemistry going with him, because he's such a special player. But then it's also just figuring each other out again. There's a lot of new pieces, so figuring out how to play with guys like Waters and different guys that we've brought in this year. So no, it's been really good so far.
You were third on the team in scoring last year, but Mike Hazen said, hey, he still wants to see you take that next step. So for you, what is the next step? What do you see as that next part?
Yeah, to me, it's just going out and playing my game, and just going hard every single shift, no matter what. I thought my playmaking took a step up last year, but we have a ton of goals to replace with losing Katoni, Hogarth, and some of those guys, right? So there's a lot of shots and goals up for grabs, so it's just kind of a combined effort to make up those goals.
This summer was kind of stepping up into a veteran leadership role for you. How do you feel that helped you to transition into training camp for this year?
Yeah, it's been good. Like I said, it's a lot of new guys, so just trying to get everyone on the same page. With Kyle being the O coach now too, it's kind of getting into his systems, his philosophies, and kind of how he wants to play offense, which we've all talked about, and we all kind of agreed on this way we want to play. So it's just about getting that buy-in from the rest of the O guys to play that way and make sure we're playing fast and hard.
What is some of the bigger differences between last year's offense and this year's?
Yeah, I think we're faster, more athletic, which you're kind of seeing the NLL defenses, offenses. Everybody's bigger, faster, stronger each and every year with the younger guys coming out of college and everything. So it's just it's about playing with a lot more pace and just kind of not letting that middle get jammed up like it did a little bit last year.
Who are some of the voices that are starting to come through as the leaders? Obviously, you lose Paul Dawson from the locker room, but who's kind of stepped into those types of roles?
Yeah, it's been a combined effort. Obviously, Coaty's been a captain in this league before for numerous years, so he's been awesome. Brad Gillies, Ethan O'Connor coming from Buffalo, Rylan Reese stepping up. It's kind of a combined effort, because you can't replace a guy like Paul Dawson, who's been in the league for however many years he's been in this league, right? Kind of the first captain in this Knighthawks organization. So it's just going to be a collective effort, everyone stepping up and contributing.
The last couple of years, Rochester has not had a big body off-ball presence on the left-handed side on offense. Just what does Thomas McConvey really open up for the entire O side?
Yeah, he's a special player. He's the first overall pick for a reason. He's so unselfish. It doesn't matter if the ball's in his stick. It doesn't matter if he's setting picks. He's going to find a way to contribute. That's why you draft a guy of his caliber first overall to bring into a team.
I mean, you were at the draft, and you obviously see the couple of guys that end up getting traded away. Just how do you feel specifically that righty side has been developing? I mean, you're coming into your own as the number one there.
Yeah, obviously it's mixed emotion losing guys like that, right? You get close with those guys, practicing, playing games, having fun after and whatnot. So you start building those relationships. So it's never easy to say goodbye, but you kind of have to move on to the next year and start building that chemistry. So playing with Waters, he's a massive body, and it's kind of like Thomas as well. He doesn't need the ball in his stick, but if he has the ball in his stick, he's very good at that as well. So it's like I said, it's not going to be one guy stepping up and filling 120, 130 points that we lost in trades and whatnot. It's going to be a collective effort. Everyone kind of stepping up into a bigger role.
Change to the carpool group for you?
Yeah, I'm still trying to find someone. So we'll have to nail down a carpool partner here shortly.